Relationships seem to be so unpredictable, it can bring you the best and also the worst, and all depends on how you build it. When things are going fine in a relationship, you simply won't mind about what might go wrong at any time, not because you don't care, but because there's no point in inviting or invoking bad thoughts. It might get to a point where your partner might start to misbehave, and in this video we are going to emphasize on the females alone. As a dude, you will notice the changes in her behavior faster because you are not used to that, and you don't know her with that kind of behavior, but in most cases, 3 things are involved when your woman is misbehaving. 1. You might be the cause of her behavior and she might not want to say, and that's not good though. 2. She might be pissed off about something else and trying to get over it. And 3. She might not be interested in you anymore. But how can you differentiate between the 3? How can you know that the signs she's exhibiting mean that she's no longer interested in you anymore or that she's just pissed off for some other reason? If 1 or 2 signs happen at once with the hypothesis that she's not interested in you anymore, that doesn't really mean that's the case, but if the whole sequence of signs is showing that she's no longer interested, then I'm sorry to say but it's probably the truth. Pay attention to the signs we will talk about and I'm sure you'll get an answer. Here are the signs she's no longer interested in anything about you. 1. She always avoids eye contact. Eye contact is one of the characteristics of a healthy relationship, and if your girl is avoiding eye contact with you, just know something is wrong somehow. It means she's probably no longer interested in you romantically or physically, but she just can't say it. And this seemed to be the worst sign, signifying lack of passion and interest in any relationship. 2. She doesn't care to call you back. Before, she used to call you more than 10 times a day just to hear your voice, but now she never bothers calling you back even when you call her more than 100 times. She might either pretend not to see your call or that her battery just went empty, which prevented her from calling you back. Also, she never thinks of calling you when she's at a hangout with her friends or when something serious is going on. The summary is, she never bothers to call you back because she's not into you anymore, and that's it. 3. She has different priorities. You used to be her first priority, but now she prefers doing other things to spending time with you. She is no longer bothered about spending quality time with you. When one of her friends calls her out, she dresses as fast as possible and goes out, not minding if you need her around. Her job now becomes where she lies to go every time, and if you say a word about it, it becomes a quarrel. 4. She always acts like she's not ready for anything serious with you. At the initial time, every single thing seemed to be more serious in your relationship. You behaved like every other lovely couple, madly in love with each other and always feeling that nothing would ever break you, but now she acts like nothing serious in your relationship matters to her anymore. She acts like she's no longer comfortable with the relationship and she wishes to abort it. She suddenly wants to push you to the friend zone, all because she doesn't need you anymore, and that won't be easy. 5. You don't do the physical touches anymore. Physical touch was an irresistible part of your relationship, but now you seem to avoid each other a lot. She seems to avoid the physical touches because it doesn't feel the same. You both no longer hold hands, kiss each other when you go to work, have cuddles, etc. You and your partner has literally become strangers to each other. You don't even look like a couple anymore, instead you look like some flat or roommates. 6. She no longer shares her problems with you. You used to know all of her problems, but now you hear none of it from her. She no longer tells any of it or disturb you with her every single thought about something, complaining how she feels about it. Knowing the kind of person your girl is, you're sure there's a huge change. And this makes you wonder if she's telling all of her problems to someone else now. Whoever it may be, the fact is, she no longer fancies you to be the listener to her problems, which is really concerning. She doesn't share her fears and thoughts with you anymore because she doesn't feel that connection anymore. 7. She is no longer interested in your life or anything concerning you. She's not only uninterested about you being part of her life, she's also no longer interested in your life too. She used to ask you about your job, preferences, play video games with you and ask you about the meals you would like her to prepare for you too, but now she no longer seems to be interested in any of these. She no longer complains about your constant going out with your friends or neglecting her needs. And if your woman doesn't complain about these anymore, just know that something's wrong. You can tell she's not interested in any single thing going on in your life because she no longer wants to be a part of it. 8. She avoids speaking about future plans with you. She avoids speaking about future plans with you because she's obviously not seeing herself with you in the future. When your woman is really into you, she will make sure to arrange plans 3 years in advance so that everything will go smoothly. So, if you see that she's feeling uncomfortable at the mention of anything concerning the future of both of you, you can be sure she doesn't want to spend any more time with you. 9. Your sexual life changes. Real changes in your sexual life is a sure green light that something's wrong in your relationship. Firstly, if she always all of a sudden act to be tired just before both of you are about to make love, just know she's lying. It's an excuse she gives because she's not in the mood to have any intimacy with you. And if both of you are still having intimacy and all she do is lay down and watch, acting like she feels nothing, just know that something's not right. It simply means that she's not interested in having intercourse with you, because she's totally absent and she is probably praying that you finish in 20 seconds so that she doesn't have to fake her tiredness or sleep with you, only to tick you off of her daily agenda. Why would you waste your time trying so hard to understand her when she probably just don't want to be understood? My advice is, instead of stressing yourself trying to find more and more signs she's no longer into you, it's better off to enjoy your life and focus on yourself, because the truth is, you only live once and there's no point in trying to fix something that is obviously not meant to last. Maybe you might love her so much, but as you can see, her love for you is no longer there, and I don't think you can bring it back no matter what you do, so just let go, fix up yourself and live better. Thanks so much for watching, we care about you so much. Please subscribe to us and don't forget to drop a comment too if this video was helpful to you.